And we are live. Cool. We are gaming. Alright, it is White Knight Day, and potential reverb shenanigans, depending on how things go. Hi, hello. Lockma true. Now let's see, where's... Currently just trying to make sure everything's gonna go well. I'm not sure the library is like fully prepared. Right? Like it's fairly prepared for reverb stuff, but I might need to do some tweaking. Maybe maybe the plan will be like we'll do Hawkman realization and then after that spend some time like deck building and stuff. I haven't really done too much of that on stream. Might be a decent idea. I'd like to prepare the library, that sort of thing, go through the reverb cutscene if nothing else, maybe like attempt Philip or something. We'll see how it goes. Might be a shorter stream depending on how things go though, right? You graduated from high school yesterday? Nice. Let's see. Yeah, I'm not fully sure what should and shouldn't be changed. I need to like revamp because I've got a lot of stuff like the way the library is like set out. I've got it like planned in like a Word document, like vague ideas for like this and that and whatnot. I don't know. You don't know I hear you. Can I get past Tom already? Yeah. Tom Ree's I mean, it's a weird fight, that's for sure. I think, like, once you have, like... It should be simple enough as long as you just, like, have done, like, the rest... Once you've, like, done the rest of, like, that row, like... Or at least some of the other ones, you just get a floor with 4 librarians... 2 floors with 4 librarians, like, even, because you have 2 floors for Tomry. I guess the main thing is just wait till they get, like, all staggered, or they get all, like, fatal to stagger stuff, and then go take her down, right? That sort of thing. Hello, hello. Hello, indeed. Move some stuff around, maybe. Yeah, I'm still just looking through my floors and stuff and trying to determine like what to move around and whatnot. We doing blocking for White Knight? Yeah. Gotcha, thank you. Sanjay, you're awesome. Love your content. Thank you for that. Yeah, I'm glad you enjoy it. Yeah, Ruina can definitely be a tough game at times. I think Tomari is like, especially like, I mean, like it's the first proper boss, so it definitely makes sense. I do think I need to... Oh yeah, I haven't built the... Yeah, Hawkman's floor, it's a little weird. I mean, the good thing for Hawkman realization is, like, you only really need 3 good pages, right? Right? That's the thing. Like, you can live without, you know, good stuff on the others. You're gonna hear some noises in the background, don't worry about that. I'm just real quickly gonna build this on a generic page. Since I forgot to do that. It happens. Who's Steve Jobs is the question, right? That sure is the question. What do I do here? I want to make a random, like, good. Not really specifically focusing on anything. Then, like... I'll do... some of this. Yeah, gig exactly what I need. Cool. Dude, do I just throw on random Hana stuff? Maybe that's the play. Double-edged encounter, I've, like, never used it. Sure thing. Confrontation, afterimage, Godspeed, why not? Just a bunch of random Hana stuff. Okay, cool. No more random button noises. Hawkman's floor is ready for when we start the stream. Like, the good thing is that, like, surely I can't stall for nearly as long this time, right? Because, like, I'm pretty sure Hawkma's realization cutscene isn't as long as, like, the Beano one, right? Surely there's not going to be too much stalling going on. I don't think it's nearly as long, at least. We'll see, we'll see. It's funny how, like... The real funny thing about, like, the entire, like, way I've set up the library is I'm pretty sure I've got, like, every single, like, gold page I know, like, where it's going, except Pluto, I've just left as question mark, question mark, question mark, because I'm not sure if I want to try build. I probably should build around Pluto, right? Like, I've never actually built around the Pluto key page. I think it's very bad, but it could work, maybe. I don't know. Potentially. I need to give more good stuff to the lower floors, though. Yeah. Oh well. It's how it's gonna be sometimes, right? I can pull up the funny Google Forms and, like, check to see what each person wanted. And maybe move stuff around as need be. Right. Hello. What makes Pluto's bad? So... The thing about Pluto is, Pluto's key page's main gimmick is it allows you to give contracts to your allies, giving them upsides and downsides. It really only works if you build around it a lot, and by the point you've built around it a lot, like, it's just not that big of a benefit usually. It can kill you a lot. Like, for example, like, I think it's just identical to contracts from the fight, right? I've never used the key page. I'm pretty sure it's just the contracts from the fight, right? I don't know, like, it's... I guess if you haven't seen the Pluto fight in action, it's basically just the gimmick of the Pluto fight, but you can use it, like, whenever. It's like the 1 tier 3 percent page at worst, yeah. Fair. The former person to switch to the modded Paradise Lost Ego gear after we've beaten White Knight. Could be a funny idea. See, I'm sure I can find that. Need to restart it. Sounds fun, but terrible. Yeah, I've really just never looked into it myself. Maybe I could do it for Hawkma's floor. I don't know. Does anyone use that 1% page? I've never picked it. I feel like I've looked up its effects and have been super underwhelmed by it. Like for Chised, like I usually just go Powder of Life for safety because Powder of Life is really nice. And that usually just works well enough for me. What's the one said page? What's it called? It's called False Present, and it just gives you like a bunch of like buff debuff things for your allies. And it's super not great. For a tier 3 page, which means you can only get one of them, you get them to the max emotion level, like it just gives you the ability to just give your allies like pretty bad buffs. and just not worth it, especially compared. Powder of Life just gives revives. It's super nice, that sort of thing. And Magic Trick, you can just reduce everything in your hand to 0 for a little bit until they get used, which is also, once again, really nice and funny shenanigans you can do there. Are some of the buffs being alright? They probably are. I might be over-hating on them. Let's see. What's on his 5-potch? Overspeed? Yeah, Overspeed. That one is funny. It's especially, it's something I think I run it on, Red Mist sometimes. I think I've done that in the past. It's a very funny thing. It can be hard to get that high speed without the infinite speed dice, but otherwise, like, it's very funny. So everything's funny. Yeah, Beatdown. What are they looking for? Yeah, I was gonna check... False Present. Yes, so it's got Liquid Courage, makes one ally deal +6 damage, but take +3 damage from all attacks. Silk Sack of Sawdust, gives a target Silk Sack Sawdust, on clash win, recover 8 stagger, on clash lose, take 4 stagger. Heart of Lead, every scene lose 5 HP and restore 1 additional light. Home that cannot be reached, on clash lose, deal 4 stagger to himself and add +2 power to the next die. And Transformation, upon a successful attack, destroy the opponent's next dice 50%, upon taking hit in a clutch, destroy next dice himself 50% chance. Yeah, honestly, those aren't actually that bad. Yeah, I think I've been over-hating on them. Those are, like, decent sounding enough. Like, they're all, like, fairly safe to trigger. Most of them are only, like, bad, like, to a degree, yeah. It's actually probably decent. It's one of those ones I think I hate on just because I've never bothered to learn what it does. Not because it's necessarily bad. But it is a tier 3, so you do get it kind of late. You have no idea what they do until you use them. Yeah. But, like, you might as well just, like... I just like to take Powder of Life, just because it's super safe. Chised's floor is all about friendship and stuff, so preventing allies from dying is really nice. Also, I don't know if I've actually tested this before, but, like... Because I've never chosen... I don't know. Does... Like, can you just have one person do 5 of them? I would imagine not. I assume you can only have, like, 1 per person. But I've never actually tried it myself. If you could stack all those on a single person, it would be really funny. Courage. Oh, yeah. Courage is also very good. You can? Yeah, so that's fairly strong. You can just get 1 super buff person. Science doesn't make one for every Avno has a legitimate use case. It's got a lot of good Avno pages. Some of them are definitely bad unless you, like, build around them. Like, Torn Off Wisdom, could be good if you've got, like, a super draw-heavy thing. I don't know. It feels like it would be hard to build around, but it's a tier 1, so it's fairly doable. You don't like the Road's home pages. I agree, especially for, like, the one where it's like, oh yeah, 3, 2, 2, 1, 1 targets are placed on enemies, depending on in the order. I think that one's pretty lame. But, like, Courage is good. I guess Courage is kind of scaredy cat, but it's like the same thing. Roadwalk Together is a nice idea. It's kind of hard to get too much mileage out of, but it's nice. Yeah, a lot of good stuff on Chised's. I think the nice thing about Chised is, like, it's a lot of stuff, like, most of the stuff on Chised's isn't game-breaking, but it's just a lot of really solid stuff. Which makes it a nice floor. I think the biggest issue with Chised is probably that, like, the actual egos, the egos themselves aren't very good for dealing damage, right? None of them, like, he's got a few mass attacks, but they're very utility, right? Gain page draw, gain light, very nice stuff, not great for damage, and of course, Throne of Lies. Just bring allies back. A very gimmicky ego, but it's funny. But it is time to get started by the looks of it. See if it's gonna load. There we go. What's your favorite floor? I think Hawkma's my favorite floor. I just like it. I like Blockma as a strategy so much, it's very fun. Doesn't she anti-synergize distort and something? Yeah, like, Tanya's the reason why you can deal with Brian entirely. Because you actively, like, Tanya's attacks are what you use to counter what Puppeteer and Oswald are going for, right? Because you just got a clash of red strings against Tanya's attack in order to break the red strings. It is funny. I really like Distorted Ensemble Brian's, like, entire gimmick. It's very weird, but I like it. It's the one that feels like they're working in harmony, like, the best. I know, like, Asaya also has them all working, like, kind of in harmony. They're all buffing each other, but not really working in harmony, I'd say, there. But, like, Brian is so great. I mean, let's just get it. I guess I'll show off, you know, how it's looking. Of course, we got Hawkma. He's got Purple Tier. He's primarily Blockma, of course, as you do. That sort of thing. It's just really good. Melon we've got with Bayard's page. It's very interesting here, that's for sure. Maybe... I don't know. We're probably not going to use Ready Position, but maybe we will. Maybe we will. It could carry. You never know. Bommy's got Night Owl. It's like a... Bommy's one of those librarians who's kind of got a filler page until we get, like, ensemble rewards, that sort of thing, right? Stream notification media, you want to play Xenoblade again? Fair enough. It's good. Shit, it's fun. Okay, I'll do it when the time's right, I'm sure. Imagine... God. Imagine just, like, if you, like, ready positioned at such a time that it, like, broke, like, the realization or something. I don't think it would happen necessarily, but, like, it definitely feels like one of those things that could break the game. But yeah, mine's got Night Owl, you know, Pierce Heavy sort of thing. Should be fairly nice. I think some of the apostles are weak to Pierce, I think. Probably. I'm pretty sure some of them are, yeah. I want to say, like, I don't remember which one, so it's been a while. We got Maxim here, you know, he's got standard stuff. We don't have Ground Crash on him. Maybe I could throw it on, I don't know. I kinda am keeping him up with, like, this kind of, like, reasonable thing here. I don't like Ground Crash because it spends all 20 charge, right? That's the big issue with it. Unlike the other, because the other R Corp, like, special attacks don't spend the charge. They need 20 charge, but it doesn't actually spend them, but Maxim's does. Makes it kind of iffy, because he likes to have it, so he gains all that, you know, like, he gains the, you know, the, maximum crash benefit and, like, that and sort of thing. Still pretty solid in general. He's somewhat tanky. And then Jonah, we've got generic Hana on this guy. Don't have any support passives, I don't know what to put on him. This is the one I just built, like, 5 minutes ago. Ground Crash is funny, though. That is true. Wait, that reminds me, I wanted to, like, throw Mirage Storm, like, randomly on, like... Which one do I want to throw it on? Either Slash or Blunt. Just so if we ever feel like we could switch stances just for the sake of getting the mass attack. So maybe I should adjust your deck a little. I think your draw was kind of rough. I could definitely get away with, like, maybe Will the pre-scripting here. I kind of like a lot of these pages, though. I don't know. I think Will the Prescript would be very nice for just making it so you're doing decently, but I also really like having stuff like Serpentine Barrier and Beyond and Sturdy Defense. Marstorm works best on Slush. Yeah, it's either do I want to use it to kill people or do I want it to stagger people? I could just throw it on both, honestly, right? Like, that's pretty manageable, I want to say. What do I get rid of here, actually? These are all kind of nice. I'll get rid of that, sure. Yeah, do I want to make this singleton game? I'll need to get rid of Iron Wall. That should be doable. I could just throw on, like, another... Throw on, like, Puppet Blockade or something if I wanted to do that. Actually, you know what? I could try... Yeah, a lot of low cost. Kind of that counterbalances a little bit. Do I get rid of Beyond or do I get rid of Sturdy Defense? I'd probably get rid of Sturdy Defense, yeah. That's fine. We'll live without it. Now we've also got a decent evade, so we can actually get Stagger Resist back. That should probably work. Let's end it now. We've seen everything. We're ready to do. Don't want to stall too much in this part. We gotta save while stalling for the story, right? Of course. You've never used Sturdy TBH? I don't blame you. It's nice because, like, it's got a little bit of draw on it, and, like, it's a really strong block second dice, but it is also a big issue sometimes, because usually against, like, a mono, like, attack dice, like, page, you're just gonna evade everything and not actually get the stagger off with the block. But it's nice to have something with an evade for Blockma, just so you can get stagger resist back. What story are you hoping to hear from me this time? Hakma, is there anything you know about how the invitation works? Do you expect me to know it? Or are you merely wishing to confirm what you think is the answer? Unrelated, but when's the next Roblox video? I might do another one eventually. I don't know. I think it's funny. I think Robotme might have gotten an update. Maybe I'll do that then. I don't know. I'm not like a particularly big Roblox person. Robotme. It's been moved? Huh? The game was transferred to privacy of the new game. Reopened 2.5x XP event on Robotme Corp. Okay. Who knows? I may not be all-knowing, but is the same true for you? Should play illusions. I don't know. I feel like I've tried, like, either illusions or item asylum before. I don't know. I'm not super into, like, Roblox combat. It's weird. Maybe if I had, like, I don't know. Not really my thing. Yeah, the stairs, once you've noticed it, you can never go back. It's, like, ruined forever. All you can do is keep on spreading the knowledge of how messed up these stairs are. It's eternally a curse. You two were always knowledgeable. The purpose of that facility, what needed to be done. You knew everything. And you said to us that you would not come down to where we were. Everyone loved the terrible Augmonsters. Yeah, I love it so much. It's so funny. A lot of the backgrounds, if you look too closely at them in this game, are very janky and weird. Like, another funny one that I, like, noticed is, like, not really, like, necessarily, like, a weird thing like this, but I've always, like, paid a special attention, like, Malkuth's background, like, is supposed to have, like, a Yasod pillar, a Hod pillar, and a Netzach pillar in the background, and they look weird. Like, it's cool that it's, like, built like that, because, you know, Malkuth is, you know, it's like, the bottom of the Sephiroth, so it makes sense, kind of branches out into those three. But it definitely looks very weird. Followed by a remark about how you hope we never have to face each other from now on. I find it rather alien and laughable that you are coming up here only now trying to converse with us. You previously asked me if I had a change of heart, but now I'd like to ask the same to you. If you won't answer me, I'll take my leave now. Yeah, Benjamin is just Angela's dad, true. He's the parent that cares for Angela. Shh. How harsh. Do you wish to have a conversation or not? Even though I am sure you'd not have to bother in coming here, I will give you an answer as you wish. There can only be one answer. How is it possible for you to construct an architecture as intricate as the library from nothingness? Who's the woke dog? That's a good question. What do you think, Gregor? He's fast asleep. He didn't even, like, open his eyes. Shh. Are you a woke dog? He is. Is there only one iteration of this perfect book you seek? Will it truly grant freedom? A book is no more than a vessel of the light. What's your point? You wish to move onward, but in truth, what you've been doing is simply collecting light along a course set by someone else. You could make much progress by having little to no knowledge of the outside world, other than bits of second-hand information. That was made possible by the guidance of one person. The invitation is the guiding hand of your original. It is Carmen's auspices that you are under. Assimilated with the light, Carmen is dictating for you where you and your library should head next. The invitation is sent to whomever she appoints, guiding them into this purgatory and inescapable course of events. Angela, you seem to hold utmost faith in the invitation, which is especially peculiar considering that the choice are brim with Carmen's old interpretation and deductions. Why did Carmen help Angela? I mean, like, for, like, Carmen's own benefit, right? That's usually what it is. Why didn't she help earlier? I mean, she's been helping this, like, entire time. Right? Carmen is... Like, Carmen is Angela's ego to a degree. Like, not directly, of course, but Carmen's the one who's been controlling, like, the red invitations, controlling where the invitation goes. Given, you know, the whole fact that, like, Angela's ego, the library, is made of light, entirely of light, like, it's kind of, like, super closely tied together. Of course, like, if the entire, like, library is made of light, and Carmen herself is in the light, then yeah, they're gonna be super closely tied together. And Carmen just wishes to collect the light, right? That seems to be what she's going for here, try and get Angela to collect the light for her own book, for Carmen's own sake of having the light. I don't know, I think I'm explaining this poorly. It's very weird. Carmen's a very odd individual in general. Which is for, you know, humanity to embrace its true form, embrace the madness. Whatever, like, the one line from Limbus is, like, humanity must embrace the madness to move forwards. You must have noticed this at least vaguely. Are you trying to say that I can't escape from Carmen? Haven't you realized by now? You are a copy of Carmen, that you can never be the same being as her. The time Carmen had seen and experienced was ingrained right into my head, in the form of knowledge and nothing more. Yeah. I mean, like, if you think about it, Carmen's like, basically Klaus. And Angela's like Shulk. I want to escape from Carmen's ascendancy. But then again, I'll be completely and absolutely alone if she leaves my side. You may still have certain others willing to keep company with you even after you've shaken off Carmen's grasp. Keep Limbus company with you, if you will. Is that so? Who do you think would be willing to stay with me? That we do not know. I despise you all so much. I just wanted to erase you all. That's a lie. I didn't even want to bring you back in the first place, if possible. But that was not an option for me, because Carmen interfered. She told me not to kill you, to give you another chance. Angela, do you truly think Carmen is responsible for stopping you? I believe otherwise. It is by your own will that the lives of the librarians and guests are being retained. I wish I could start over. Could there be a better way? Couldn't I pursue a path where at least one more person would meet a better outcome? What should I do? If someone's listening to me, tell me, please. We need to have, like, a good, like, adjective for, like, becoming a Pekatulum, right? Because, like, you can be like, oh, I'm distorting, oh, I'm egoing. What do you say? I'm Pekatuluming doesn't have the same ring to it, right? I'm sinning? You could, maybe that? I'm sinning out? There's not a good word, I don't feel like, for describing yourself going into a Pekatulum form, right? I think we need to work on that. PM needs to work on that. Maybe. It's important stuff. Thank goodness the corridor gates work just in time. But I'm shinning. True. I think back to those people who collapse under the weight of their sin, but that's my interpretation. Yeah, that's what it is. It's those who have been. I think the specific wording is those who've peccatul or like people who've been devoured by their sins. Distorting is people who refuse to like confess to their sins, and egoing is people who accept their sins. Right? That's like the vague breakdown from like Dante's big breakdown in the Blade Lineage event mid chapter thing. Seed of Light, scenario error. Please open this door. Don't leave me to die here, please. Thanks, Angela. You helped me realize how meaningful my work could be. Seed of Light, scenario error. You've been blanked by their blank is the exact wording methinks. Yeah. Well, it's been translated, right? We know what Dante was saying there, thanks to someone like cross-examining it across like the three languages, right? Korean, Japanese, and English, and found words that like fit like in all languages and that sort of thing. So we've got a pretty like decently reliable translation for exactly what those blanks were. Getting honors for the necessary step in Seed Light scenario. It sure was. You're right, Lady Angela. Maybe I'm just a defect who can't do anything right. Having to release Punishing Bird, like, what was it? Like 10 times? Because I had to do it twice as much, or whatever. The entire stupid bit going on with the entirety of trying to clear that one, mission. Like the Gabura Tath mission. Where I had to release Punishing Bird 10 separate times because I needed to kill it 5 times, but you have to release it twice in order for it to be killed once because it's really weird like that. And all that just for like a mission to kill a bunch of Taths. That was a necessary step, I think. I must thank you for giving us some room to breathe in this place. Seed of Light, scenario error. I suppose I must obey your orders and abide by the principles. You're the only one who really gets me, Angela. Seed of Light, scenario error. So focus on being referred by now was not part of the Seed of Light scenario. I mean, like, the thing there was, like, yeah. The funny thing there was, like, I had already dealt with Apocalypse Bird. I think I was just being, like, overconfident going longer in the day than I needed to. Right? Very much a skill issue failure on that attempt. How won't any of you understand me? Working with you makes me want to try a bit harder, I gotta say. Seed of Light, scenario error. What's the point? I bet you just want everyone to die. Seed of Light, scenario error. Seed of Light scenario reactivated. Error, reactivated. Error, reactivated. Error, reactivated. Error, reactivated. Error, reactivated. I was always alone. From the beginning to the end. You know, this is just kind of like the stream starting soon screen. Wow. It was foolish of me to believe that anyone would stay around. You lot, and I, we were just exploited and ditched. Such was the script. I tried time and time again at first. Even after a failure, I approached them again. Even when I failed, I did not despair. No Bogdan Gregor, though, not yet. I was hopeful that something would change, the situation could improve, that there might be a way. If I want to die, if I went through what Angela went through, yeah. That's like the human response, though, but like the real cruel part of the entire thing, like, is the fact that, like, part of the reason why Angela had to be a robot, why it couldn't be a person doing her job, is it needed to be someone who couldn't resort to, you know, killing themselves, right? Need to be someone who would never go insane. Physically programmed to not go insane. After what would drive any normal human to go insane. It's... the entire, like, thing with Angela is very messed up. He Roland overreacted his tragedy a bit. I mean, like, somewhat, yeah. It was definitely an overreaction, but, like, what else was he to do, yeah? You know, your wife dies and you just gotta kill, like, a good half of the middle in the south. And a lot more than just that, but, you know, that being the baseline for at least as much carnage as it caused. The entirety of Ruminos cartel going down, a lot of random people here and there, making enemies with the entire, like, reverberation ensemble. Yeah. I think that's, like, the big contrast between Roland and Angela is that Roland well, Roland's human. His suffering is, like, his suffering is comprehensible, right? Angela's suffering isn't something that can really be comprehended by us. Because Angela suffered through a million years, like, effectively, right? Thanks to her time slowing down sort of thing in this facility, going through the same thing over and over again. Like, we physically cannot comprehend it. You can comprehend it, actually. Oh, yeah, my bad. Everyone who isn't Melon just can't comprehend that. Melon's the only one who can. Like, Roland's suffering is a lot more comprehensible compared to Angela's, right? It's very weird. Like, Angela's reaction was like very justified given like how much she's been through. She definitely deserves to be able to get revenge. Doesn't mean what she does was like right or that it was justified, but like it's a logical reaction. Happened to you once, real bummer. Oh yeah. Man, that sucks. Sadly, after numerous repeats, my innocent mind had already worn out and gone cold. We couldn't build any kind of relationship in the first place. Instead, I piled up a towering edifice of books for me to read. Random assortments of letters, incoherent and unintelligible messes of volumes. The Melon time prison lore dump. It's probably deserved, honestly. I scrounged through them trying to find any meaning. Ceaselessly, I read and read and read without a moment of respite. I thought at least one of them would give me the answer. The path I should take, the way to be free. But possibilities were only possibilities. Please, if anyone's by my side, tell me where I should go. I want to begin anew, to start again, along with the things that were abandoned just like me. I don't want to be alone. Please. Was it really vengeance that I wished for? I only wanted to be rewarded for everything I went through. Can I be forgiven for rendering everything null just so I can survive alone? Will there be anyone left by my side at the end of it? The weight of my choice. I don't know anymore. I just want to forget it all. I pondered and pondered. The conclusion was always the same. I'll have to push through the resolution I made at first. As Carmen taught me, she whispered to me that the answer is written in the book, that it will teach me everything I want to know, all contained in the one perfect book, stitched and bound just for me. I have no choice but to believe in it. The words of the only one who remained by my side. I am afraid. If I embrace all of my past and lift it off my chest, what will be left of me? Up until now, my entire existence is based on my past sufferings. The long-cherished yearning for revenge is what led me here. But if I were to accept everything I went through as history, then what would I be? Maybe I'll end up being reduced to nothing. The things I want to know and the reason I want to keep living, it's all about vengeance. I'm scared I might lose the meaning to my life. That's why I'm too afraid to accept the past. You must accept the death of the past and reinvigorate yourself as you head towards the future so that you can live on. The I embracing the past to building the future. There's a much shortcut than being. Yeah, it really is. No matter what conflicts, agony, and regret you may face in that process, you have to grow onward while facing the future and be born again. I had been chained to the past for too long until this knowledge came to me. You may find yourself confused at the moment, but you will understand soon enough. Here we go! Funny time. And, like, the good thing for me is, like, I'm prepared for this fight. Since I just did it in Slay the Spire the other day. I'm, like, ready. I practiced in Slay the Spire, so I'm ready for the gaming. We're just immediately going into guarding. What do we get? Sure. Okay, you guys all go for lowest HP, is it? Yeah, which is Bomby here. Yeah, it being generic Night Owl. Checks out. Okay. So let's see, these ones they're all weak to slash, yeah. That sort of thing. Like, it's first and foremost, the ones we cannot redirect should probably be redirected. Can't do that much there. We can try a Jamadar. It could work, actually. We could roll the max for Pierce. 1 in 8 chance, but, like, it would be... We could try it. Jamadar, is it actually... Like, honestly, it's probably the smarter move than Will of the Priest Group in general. This one we also can't redirect, but we kind of just have to Wedging Thorn. Luckily, Teach Us doesn't do a lot of damage. So that's fine. Yeah, not great speed rolls for the most part, but I think we can clash mostly everything here. Maybe everything, actually. We'll see. We shall see. Okay, you have to be the one who deals with that. You can, like, concentration that. Sure. You'll be able to redirect anything. Let's go for the lower speed stuff first. Make sure everyone clashes at least a little bit, right? That sort of thing, because it's just a solid way to go about doing it. Try a double-edged encounter on that. I mean, that's an idea. To redirect some of those. You can redirect that one, sure. You can, like... Yeah, that'll work well. You can be on that. That'll work. Yeah, sure. 4... maybe you should... You can actually smoking pipe this. Yeah, that's true. Cool. Need to redirect that one, and... Okay, yeah, this will work. Leap that. It won't be great, but it's for the emotion level. You get a multi-slash going, you get an unlock going. Unlocking is especially going to be good here. Like, a bit of a long fight, especially because we've got a lot of time for setup in this fight. It's kind of nice. Library of Ruina mod is very good, but also very unbalanced. Yeah. Very much so. That's part of the fun, though. Sometimes you'll suffer. Yeah, smoking pipe's a little good for us. Double-edged encounter, excellent. We're able to deal with that thanks to that power you get from the first one. Beyond is good work. Good stuff. Nice. That one's already almost staggered already. Cool. Finally beat Ruina Day. Nice. Good stuff. You can't clash any. Okay. Yeah, this turn's gonna be maybe a little bit rougher. Just focus on the ones that are doing a lot of damage, though. I think that'll be the smart move. Like, we can do like that, right? Sure. You made a punching bag? You sure have. A little unfortunate, you know, it happens. Try after imaging. I don't think I've ever used after image before. It's a funny effect, but like, it's hard to imagine it being great for too many fights. I guess it'd be nice for like, I mean, obviously Xiao would be really good for, but you get this after Xiao, so like not really a situation where that's doable. Try Rhino ramming one of these guys. Sure. We'll try that. You're probably getting hit. 4 Fragile's fine. We really just can't let Bomby be the one that gets hit by the Fragile, because that would be rough, so you need to redirect that with someone, yeah. We'll try the after image gamble. It could work. It could work. Otherwise, anything else scary we need to clash? Probably, like... Not a lot we can clash here, just in general, but that's fine. What's scary? I shall preserve thee, or oh, those are both I shall preserve thee. Okay, I think I know which one's scary. It's the I shall preserve thee. We'll do some damage to some of these guys. Maybe we can, like, stagger one of them or something. You're not doing much this turn, unfortunately. But that's fine. You can just use this to, I don't know, do stuff. A lot of us really aren't doing much this turn. Just kind of a facet of... Oh, wait, you can clash something. I forgot. Right. You can take that. An energy conversion. Sure thing. And you can redirect... Oh, you didn't redirect that. Okay. Don't know what I'm doing. I think I wasn't paying enough attention. Do we think Angela's currently a positive space and generated, or is it all White Knight? I mean, it's probably basically all White Knight, right? Because White Knight, this is true in Lob Corp too, but like White Knight's supposed to be like a representation of Carmen, right? Carmen's the one controlling Angela, White Knight's the one who's controlling Angela. I think that checks out. Oh, nice, that dimensional sections. Why are you running dimensional sections? I don't know what I'm doing most of the time. I think that's been obvious by this point. Cool. Will the prescript? Sure. Sure. Okay, that's decent enough. Chat disconnected. Please wait while we try to reconnect you. Oh no. What is going on there? I think yeah, you can see it on the stream, huh? Not saying I dropped any frames. Successfully connected. Okay. I think everything's fine. That's a little bit of an odd message to get, but that's weird. We get lean bloody wings now, so that's nice. Time. I can take time and then suffer immensely. It is an option. These ones are close to being staggered. That's nice. We'll have you, like... Serpentine Berry is pretty bad in, like, these phases, right? It'll be good later on, don't get me wrong, but, like... Up until that point, really not gonna do much for me. You can stagger that guy, and that should mean he'll be, like... in a bad position, so that's nice. Just one side that one, sure. Bottom right should get staggered by that. Don't need to worry about them too much otherwise. You two... We've got so much fragile on this team because these two got hit by the, what's it called? The I will follow these, so they got fragile. And you just have fragile because you're Bayer, and therefore you've got the fragile passive. You should blue star sound. I should explode, maybe. Dun 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Oh yeah, you actually got to clash one of those, probably. Yeah, okay, that's fine. Well, you can confrontation this one. You can seize your chance this one. That'll go well. Lucky impact. Maybe it'll like stagger something to you then. Sure. Some other things we got to redirect. You actually can't clash anything here. You might be able to hit some like random shenanigans. Yeah, you're not getting your emotion level here, I don't think. Yeah. That's fine. Prod the weakness that, sure, that'll work well. And then you'll just get an unlock off on someone, sure. Looks good. Good stuff. Ye's page, I think. Oh yeah, true. Madness, yeah. 20% chance or the 25%? One of the two. I don't remember if it's 5 or 4 status effects. 20 or 25% chance to just gain 5 fragile each turn. Pretty awesome. Like so far, we are madness so far, but we could become even more fragiled out, right? The moral of the story here. Once again, Hakuma cannot clash anything here. That's fine. You're just gonna be on do random garbage duty this turn, then. Get your life restore back stuff. You can't, okay, these... Like, I physically can't even clash everything here, and there's only 4 attacks going through. Like, I don't know. Guess it's like that sometimes. Such is the way it goes. I guess you're gonna try staggering this guy. Sure. Sure, mend weapon, why not? So you can, damage that one a little bit, sure. Get some multi-slashing going. How are you doing on charge? Pretty nice. I'd like you to get a little more, though. You could just Rhino Ram and then you'd be set. Yeah. Or you can just concentration, like, unlock. That'll work, too. Cool. Sure, send that. Do good damage, hopefully. Okay, that one didn't get staggered. That's fine. I think Bomby should be able to stagger that one. Okay, cool. Luckily, it's only the Scythe Apostles that do, like, the target lowest HP person. Bad news is I'm pretty sure there's 2 Scythe Apostles in the next phase still anyways, so you really are going to need to stay getting used to being targeted a lot. Okay, what do I go for here? I mean, I might just go for Penance, because I don't want Nostalgic Sound. Oh yeah, you can choose it, because for the sake of Yawn. I guess. I think that's the only reason why it's like this. It doesn't matter who we give it to, though, right? Just give it to Hawkma so it sticks around. Do it Killer Ears. I could. That is the thing. Like, I could. I'd really rather not. I'd rather just keep on living my life, you know, in a state of bliss and not having to deal with that. Personally, that's just my opinion on the matter at hand. On demand. We can get an unlock 2 going, riveting. Ooh, unlock 3. Will of the Prescript, nice, nice. You can, like, inhale smoke. I know you love smoking. That one's definitely gonna be dead. Yeah, like, I don't know what we're doing at this point. Oh, you're getting thingied? Yeah, makes sense. I'm just going for you, sure. Just clash that. You could ready position here. Okay, Hawkman gets hit a little bit. He's fine with that, yeah. Throwing over thinking with smoke, yeah. I mean, funny, right? I mean, the thing is, that's kind of how most of Ruina's balancing in general is funny. And therefore, you know, if something's funny, so they do it. Okay, I think we brought them all down to 1, so time for the next set of them. I'm not even bothering to read the calendar here. I probably tried to speed, like, read the calendar in Lob Corp, so it's close enough. Yeah, look, you're being targeted by not all of them. These ones prioritize with status ailments, which means they're going to be prioritizing Melon most of the time, because Melon has infinite fragile. No way you can read the text in time. You can. It's a lot easier if you're not trying to read it out loud as well, but, these ones are weak to Pierce. So you really want to be the one dealing with them anyway. It's fun. You should probably deal with the ones that... These ones are weak to Slash, though, so I don't want you to deal with them. That's boring. That's fine, though. You can, like, prod the weakness like this one and just do stupid amounts of damage. Plus 2 power for target stat ailment, that's fine. They're not beating that second dice. And you can be on bottom right duty. Just, like, be on. Smoking pipe, and there you go. You're set for life, I think. Need to wedging thorn that. You can just ignore that one. Yeah, that's fine. You can redirect, teach us, double edge and counter that, probably, sure. So on and so forth. Are you running a counter or something? You're probably, I mean, we're not actually countering, yeah. So you're not actually running encounters because there's not any counters for you to ruin. Well, that works conveniently enough. But yeah, sure, Multi-slash of that one. Emotional turbulence, that. I don't want a one-side emotional turbulence. Still one-side knockback. That works. One-side will the prescript. Sure, this works. Selling yourself is not a good idea. I don't know. It seems like a great idea. I don't see the issue, personally. Nice. Good damage. Not great. Not the best roll, but that's fine. Beyond. Just stagger gaming. You're getting hit a little bit, but I mean, I knew that was going to happen. I accepted it. Pinpoint breakthrough is funny. It sure is funny. That's true. I might, like, set it up in a way to get it, like, going start of the next set, right? Something like that. Immediately being able to pinpoint breakthrough. Some of these guys could be funny. I'll wait for a good time to do it, though. That's the main thing, right? Fine, I'll do it. There goes the cool music, guys. Hope that was worth it. I gotta commit to the bit. I gotta be quiet, too. It's more stagger damage. It's nice. Do you have Survivor on Bayard? No. Like, it's a funny idea, but, like, I have Rudolph's page scripts. I'm not attributing any, Object Art key pages except for the ones that are, like, actually, like, super early game and bad, right? I'm just not, because, kind of would rather just use them, since I'm trying to build the entire library. Kind of works better to actively use them a little bit. God, it's so quiet. I don't like it. It's too quiet. Like, what am I supposed to say? Other than just keep on repeating, man, it's so quiet. Man, it's so quiet. Have you guys noticed how quiet it is? It's kind of quiet out right now, not gonna lie. It's a little quiet. Anyone know why it's so quiet? Keep on saying it long enough and the word quiet won't even sound like a word. Maybe that's the plan. Maybe. I just need to finish this turn. It's so weird. There we go. Isn't that normally I build 2 to 3 floors? No, that's par for the course. I'm just trying to not do that for once. I'm trying to actually have every floor built. And, like, because my actual playthrough I only had, like, 2 or 3 floors built at any time. But I want to have the entire, especially if it's, like, viewer-submitted stuff. I want to have everyone, you know, an equal chance to shine, that sort of thing. Is that one dead? Cool. Well, that's nice, at least. Kill that guy, yeah. Okay, you're a little overkill on that guy. I don't know which one that was. Actually, 2 of them are 1. Okay, we did decent damage to 2 of them here. I think the play is, I think this is where I pinpoint breakthrough. Or not pinpoint breakthrough, I, ready position. Yeah. Okay, so you're immobilized right now. Did I give you the... I did give you, like, the Lesty stuff, right? Yeah, like that. Okay, cool. I would use Nostalgic Sound on our Gallia. Distorted Ensemble, most likely. Yeah. Oh, you desperately need the draw. Okay. That's fine. You can get the draw. You double-edged ring counter. Concentration. be on. Kind of going a little overkill with what I'm going for here, but we've got enough light regen stuff we can just play here that it should be fine. You know, like we have our unlocks going, we got our forward marches going, we got all that sort of fun stuff. All those Family Guy funny I don't know. That's good enough. Cool, they're both staggered, and we're hitting them with enough random garbage that they should both go down to 1. We can ready break through one of the Spear Apostles next turn, and they should die a horrible death, and that'll be awesome. Yeah, cool. Bommy is already a max emotion level thanks to being forced to clash every turn. That's funny. No one else is max emotion level, even Hawkma's not. I mean, Hawkma's been unable to clash for the most part because his speed rolls have been really bad. Started being called 7th, which before time, whatever. They said the 8th was let's go. If you just pretend to be speaking really fast, it works well. Good. I was enjoying that music too much. Thank God they turned it off. We've got Pinpoint Breakthrough now, so, funny time. You're gonna get staggered. Actually, you're gonna get staggered when you use that, so I guess you should... Like what? Like will the prescripts into Pinpoint Breakthrough? Something like that? Why are you getting targeted again? You already got... Okay. You have 8 strength this turn, so yeah, you're going to kill this guy. Brutally, in fact. I do think. That's pretty nice. We'll ignore that one otherwise. You can be on bottom right duty, sure. Are you being targeted all? Oh, you are. Ooh. That's convenient. Well, then we can just Serpentine Barrier you, ignore bottom right for the most part. Otherwise, I guess we'll just, like, one-side inhale smoke, sure, for fun. Sure, we'll have you do that for fun as well. For funsies, just kind of pop it. Okay, you kind of want to be top left duty, I think, so you're going to be top right duty. That should work. And then you... You can, like, throw, like, a random attack on that. Or no, that's right. We don't want to redirect that one. Okay. We can do that, I guess. Throw in, like, an unlock. Throw in, like, graze the grass. Serpentine Barrier is nuts. It is so insanely good. I know. And also, like, purple tier blocking sound effect is just, like, it's so good. It's truly incredible. Sure, that's probably a little overkill on that one, but that's fine. We like a little overkill. Send it. See how this goes. After image, didn't quite dodge that. That's fine. Okay, didn't quite dodge that either. That's fine. You'll live. Serpentine Barrier. Oh, I forgot. Oh, I forgot that they're ranged entirely. That's That's unfortunate. But here's a blocking sound effect. Well, most pages have, like, a block sound effect, right? Yeah, that guy's just dead. Okay, cool. But, like, it's just the specific, like, or at least a lot of pages have unique sound effects, right? Like, the purple tier one is just so good. Well, the Spear Pulses are both dead instantly. Yeah, they're the ones that are weak to Pierce, and we've got a little bit of Pierce in this team, you know? Having both a Night Owl and Bayard means we've got a lot of Pierce. Whereas music, it happens. It's a Hawkma thing. The music turns off every 3rd turn with a certain Avno page. It's very annoying. But chat held me at gunpoint to get it, I think. I think that's what happened pretty without, you know, without any lying. Pretty much exactly what happened. You can have each person clash one thing, I guess. Sure. You guys are getting counters, that's fine. We'll live with it. I guess let's split this up, shall we? We'll prescript you, Iron Wall you. Don't bother with it. I'll Spoken Pipe just for the sake of it. Yeah, sure. You you can prod the weakness, sure. Frontal assault. Yeah, that'll be good enough. And then bottom right we hit with the other guys. Cool. Double entry encountered that. We can Rhino Ram that. That's nice, actually. Cool. Get some light recovery stuff going. Make sure we're nice and set on that front. We can get a leap going, sure. Should I? Should get an energy conversion. Yeah, I probably should. We'll be low on... We won't have the funny effect after that. That's fine. Bunch of random filler stuff here just to do that. Sure. Okay, this looks good. Are we going to start ensemble after? Solid maybe, yeah. I might do, like, some floor building. That's funny. Recovering his stagger resist right now isn't really doing too much for him, but, you know, I appreciate the effort. Yeah, top one I think survives. Yeah, that's fine. Should have split a little bit more, but that's fine. We can just spam our light recovery stuff now and we should be set. Very much set. Inhale smoke, make sure you're nice and smoked out of your mind. Ready for what's coming next. You got ready. I mean, might as well. When in Rome, right? You're getting baptized again, so I mean... If you're gonna give me the opportunity to, how could I say no? Increase the grass is enough charge, yeah, that's fine. We'll bulky impact that then. Unlock, graze the grass, should be good. Okay, now we get to move on to the actual fight itself. We've had the... How many turns has this been? I'll try and pay attention when it changes. But it's been quite a few turns. I want to use the devil. Oh man, not the devil. Hate that guy. Yeah, scene 12. Okay, 12th turn, we're finally into the actual fight. We don't get to hear the music though, because we can hear the sound of the star. Yeah, nostalgic sound trigger this turn. Okay. These guys are weak to... that one's weak to Pierce, though. But, like, do we just pinpoint break through Angela? And then let you die? I think that'd be a funny way to do it. Who else do we let die, though? I guess that's a hard question. Because we want to have Melon do the funny, because it would be pretty... Or we could actually just... Actually, you know what? I kind of want you to do it on that. It just seems like a really nice idea. And... I don't know, all three of these people have been doing decently. I don't really think you're doing that much for us, though. You're nice and tanky, but, like, that's not the biggest deal. Actually, you know, let's just not redirect that, yeah. Not really too much of a reason to attack Angela here. We'll just deal with these guys. Sure, that'll work well. Got a lot of Pierce stuff on this team, of course, so, in a position where we can do a lot of damage to the bottom guy, especially, and top guy's weak to blunt. Not really something we're as predominantly good with, but we've still got some. You're the gun guy though, so Blockma is actually not great. That's fine. We'll just have to do some of that, I guess. Sure thing. That's blunt attacks, sure. You embrace the pain of the part and just let her take my best people when I did the fight. Yeah, you can let it redirect otherwise. I'm gonna let those two get redirected, though. I don't think they're gonna be doing too much for us here. What do you have for blunt? Double entry encounter is blunt. Not really good if you're not clashing with it, though, so let's clash with it. Yeah, sure. Should work. well, maybe. And you're going to be going down. You can Rhino Ram this, the top one. Will the Prescript, bottom one. And I guess just multi-slash top one. Oh, right, you need to do this other way around, right? Have you do it like that so that you can get some random attacks in first? You can get like a bit of a knockback, bit of a multi-slash. Sure. Send it. You got hit, that's fine. Double Butcher Encounter should go pretty decently here for damage. Cool. Yeah. I think we do take down both those apostles immediately, which is a really good outcome for us, gotta admit. Bong. True. And there it is. Very much worthwhile. Very worthwhile. Especially because it doesn't play the sound because you don't have the key page. Okay, down to these three now. Should go well. You're doing all that sort of stuff. We're just gonna ignore you. Should be good. You're being attacked by... oh, that guy a bunch. Okay, that's cool. You can handle that with your counters. Sure. Get a Beyond going here. Just have Hawkma do a lot probably is the best strategy, I think. Like, you need to clash that. Hopefully you'll be fine, but After Image might be able to get some, like, stagger resist back on you, so that's nice. Should use an Angel. Yeah, I should have. Kind of forgot the fact that, like, there's only two of them, so, like, they're going to be very dead. Like, no matter what. You're dealing with bottom one? Sure. You can prod the weakness will work really well on that one. We can throw, like, a dagger press there. And also just, like, extract fuel for light recovery. Sure. That'll work well. You really don't even need to do anything else this turn. You can just... oh, that's Beyond. Alright, I meant Serpentine Barrier, I think, yeah. Yeah, because that's dealing with all that stuff. And then you can just sit around, and that's all you need to do here. Cool. Oh yeah, nice. There's some stagger resist back. A little worried about Jonah, because, you know, Jonah's stagger resist wasn't looking too great, but we're chilling. A lot of stagger damage here with this. Yeah, that one's staggered. Cool. And then we just have the other two on, like, bring them to 1 HP duty. Is Aang supposed to be 1 cent? Yeah. It's the rough theming going on there. Okay. Wassel, yeah, sure. What is this roll? 7, 7, 7, 7. That's alright. Well, we can just be on that. And that should make sure that guy gets staggered. You don't have anything super consistent here, actually. That's annoying. You might get hit. That's fine. Double-edged encounter should go decently here, probably. I guess we'll see. Yeah, and then just randomly one-sided those two. Get a bunch of light recovery going on, that sort of thing. Should be looking pretty good. How you doing on smoke? 10? You can do it with a bit of a refresher. It's a weird mess, like the numbers are so small. The numbers are, like, consistent, I guess, right? And, like, the main thing is it's pretty punishing to get hit by it, because you get, like, the annoying reverence status effect, which makes the apostles, like, stronger against you, all that sort of annoying stuff. Yeah, then we got staggered by that, all we needed to do. Top right has been suspended. Oh, bottom right wasn't suspended. That's actually fine. Because you are fatal to everything this turn. Yeah, cool. Alright, I think this is where we switch stances. Yeah. Very much is where we switch stances. This is the power of purple tier. Why, she's very funny. You're getting attacked a little bit, but like... I mean, you could just ignore it. Being attacked a little bit never hurt anyone. It's gonna hurt you, actually, so it is gonna... This is gonna be the first time it's ever hurt someone. So I think you should be proud about that. Yeah, you're gonna get staggered if we actually let that go through, so we're not going to. That'll be fine. You can make sure you kill that one, sure. It's not dead, as dead as they may look. Sure, send that. See how this goes. The funny. No, Hawkman is going to be doing really bad on light next turn. Don't worry, I am very aware that is going to be the case. But, we win, I think. I'd win. Okay, you didn't get staggered, nice. You've been clashing the whole fight. That is true. It's been your job. Yeah, not looking great on light here. But that's fine. This can be a light recovery type of turn. Sure. Or we're just gonna go all in on you, I guess, right? Dagger Press is pretty good for us, so I mean, that's cool. The smoke blue restore light? It does, actually, but only on hit. Okay, that's not clashing, so that'll work. We could run counter that for safety, sure. And we'll just have you, like, multi/gig egg, sure. That'll work well, I think. Oh, I mean, that's fine. That's a little annoying, but we broke through, so that's fine. We're restoring light, not doing a lot of damage to you. There we go, now we're doing a lot of damage to you. Dagger Press, does that do enough to bring you to... Okay, Smoke Glow does it, actually, cool. We're looking good, then. Yeah. Can't really do a lot this turn, though, so I guess it's just more light recovery. You're probably getting staggered here. Yeah. Not really great. That's fine. Do we pop the Repress Flush? Do we want to? I don't really want to. I mean, Still Knuckles is probably good enough, yeah. Sure. Don't really want to risk clashing here either, so we're just gonna chill. I'll unlock Knock because I actually need to, but just because for the sake of it. We'll try the Jamadar. I don't have the highest hopes for it, but you're not dead. Like you'll keep on living. You're gonna be a little staggery, a little bit of that, but you'll live. Yeah, first dice you beat easily, but the second is a block, which you don't gain funny boosts to, so it's probably gonna roll bad. Actually, no, that's fine. Okay, we managed to deal with that. Well, that works then. We're just beating this guy up just kind of for fun, getting a light recovery stuff going, that sort of thing. Not great light recovery, but you know, it works. This guy's been brought back now. You resist blunt. That's kind of unfortunate, but that's fine. Get away with like a repress us. Give 3 endurance to Paradise Lost next scene is very rude. Can't redirect that one. It's fine, we'll double edge and counter it. Not gonna do a lot of damage. Yeah. That's fine. Otherwise, we gig, we multi-slash. We have you clash that one probably. Do we have you Will the Priest? I think we do, yeah, that sounds like a solid play. And you're gonna do more light recovery stuff just so you can be nice and ready for your time to shine coming up soon. Do I really want to do this? I should extract fuel. Yeah, you're gonna get staggered if you do that. I think you're getting staggered no matter what here. Which is fine. I think that's okay. Yeah. I don't think Will of the Prescript... I mean, Will of the Prescript actually probably would have been fine there. So I took an unnecessary risk, but I just kind of wanted you to have some light, so yeah. It happens. Staggered, cool. Bunch of random garbage attacks, whittling you down. Okay. Oh, you'll be fine. It's better this turn than next turn, right? Like, this is as far as turns to be staggered, like, this is a pretty good turn to be staggered, I gotta say. Because it's not like it's a turn where you're getting mass attacked. You wouldn't want to be staggered, like, in preparation for the mass attack or something, right? That would be, like, a much worse fate. So, like, this isn't the worst thing that could have happened to you. And so we bring this one into, what's stasis, whatever they call it. Suspended animation. And then Angela's resistances should go down again. We'll Unga Bunga her to death, hopefully. And we'll just see how things go from there. Yeah, cool. I am thy savior. Ooh, that's so scary. I'm so scared. Ooh. And by that I mean I'm not scared. Explode, 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 explode. What do you do here? I guess you prod the weakness, yeah, that works. Far from being, like, the safest play, but you at least win one of them if you do that, right? That'll work. Oh, you actually beat both of them. Okay, cool. Yeah, okay, we didn't get hit at all. Cool. Mass attack dealt with, staggering happening. You've got, you know, Hawkma. Hawkma's no longer Blockma. He's now, good old Bluntma. His rage is unending. And he will beat you to death with his blunt sword. Yep, there's the stagger. So we should be pretty chilling. I think one of them gets brought back this turn, but, like, who cares, honestly? Oh no, you're gonna attack Hawkma. He's got a counter dice. He doesn't really care. Yeah, it doesn't really matter what we do at this point. We're gonna stagger Hawk, or no, we're not gonna stagger. We're going to kill Angela. We'll get through the funny cutscene thing, and we've won. We are goated. Oh right, you got protection. That's kind of annoying, actually. Maybe you don't go down? Kind of forgot about that entirely. Well, that's unfortunate. Kind of forgot that's what the Guardian Apostles do for Angela. We're still doing good damage. Don't get me wrong. I don't think it's enough. Yeah. Well, that was unfortunate. But here's the fun part. We could slashing stance, and then we could do it again. You're getting attacked a little bit. You'll live. It would be so funny if I threw right now, though. It would be, like, so, like, unbelievably funny if I just threw entirely right now. Don't you think? I don't know about you, but I think that would be so funny if I just threw right now. If I just entirely threw right now, I just threw the game right now. That would be so, so funny. Then you'd have to do it all over? Yeah, sure would. But, like, look at how low she is. She's mass attacking here. Like, that's kind of unfortunate, but, We live these, probably. If... Okay, we don't actually have anything to actually deal with this mass attack well, it seems. Oh, that's fine. What are you being mass attacked with? That. Sure. Confrontation. Not great. Okay, well you need to dagger press that. That's fine. You'll manage. We're chilling. We're chilling. Yeah, we're chilling. We're chilling. 15 AP, well, she's got 1 bleed, right? Like, not that it's doing anything. Yeah, you get staggered. Yeah, you're fine. You'll live. Just kill her, Hakma. Just do it. I know you can. I know you want to. I know you so desperately want to kill. You've got that, you know, thirst for blood as you do. You actually don't want to clash that. Yeah, no, okay. That should work. Cool. We're chilling. We've got the Avno page, so we deal damage by deflecting. In case you're curious what I'm doing here, that's the bit, right? We do physical damage by deflecting, thanks to the 1 Avno page. Drop block moves. Thought you completed through. Yeah, no, I wasn't throwing there. This is my my trump card, if you will. My fight-winning card. What? Did we do something wrong? Oh, man. Darn. No, we've lost. Ignore the funny skull guy. You know, they've been apostled. There goes Jonah and Bommy. Oh, behold my power. You're just kind of showing off now. 66 to 66 dice. A little bit rude. Yeah, if I just lean Bloody Wings, yeah, that's the one. I love my 100 protection, 100 stack protection. And look at him with that, with his Penitent's Crown of Thorns. It goes so hard. Fun fact, don't try this at home, kids, but, I'm pretty sure if you change Purple Tear stances here, you lose. Because I'm pretty sure it rerolls Penitence. I'm not fully sure. Anyways, if you don't play this card this turn, instead end the turn without playing anything, you get infinitely staggered, and you have to restart the fight entirely. So make sure you Penitence here, kids. Don't know why I'm saying kids. Don't do this at home, kids. That sort of thing, right? But there it is. There's the sunlight, the power of AN. And the best part is I can't hear a single thing thanks to the Avno page from Blue Star. Full of religion completely realized. Let's go. I love not hearing the music. I resent you, Benjamin. I understand, yet I do not. This guy, you can't just say yes, can he? You'd be like, oh yes, but no. Classic Hakma. Too bad the one you get isn't as good. Yeah. They should give that to you, honestly. I think a 66 to 66 mass attack would be like valid enough to give to us. It's a Hakma. What else are you gonna do? That may be the reason my mentor, I and the rest of us ultimately failed. I was the one who ruined your plan. Why are you being so compliant with me now? Could it be that our faiths and translations did overlap for once? The Sephiroth may be helping you despite regaining their memories, perhaps because of that. What, are you lot taking pity on me? I know Blockma is good, but like, yeah. It is kind of all Hakma has, yeah. There's some interesting ideas on Hakma's floor. I definitely, like, I think part of the issue is I don't really like any of the Price of Silent or Blue Star Abno pages. The 13th Toll is cool, but, like, I never take it because I just go for Blockma tier ones, right? And then when it comes to the actual White Knight stuff, like, the one that makes you get double books for clearing the reception would be really cool. There's literally not a chance to use it when you get it, though. Like, when they first released Hawkman Realization, that was before Hana 1, so, like, you used to at least be able to make use of it for the first Hana fight. That's what I did in my first playthrough, but since they moved it so you have to actually beat Hana in order to get Hawkman Realization, you can't even do that. Yeah. Some of the other stuff is, like, cool, but yeah. 13th Toll to claim their bones. Very funny idea. Then I'd be sacrificing the maximum power of my Blockma, though, and you know I'd never do that. One could call it that. To elaborate on this matter in my own words, I believe each of us is understanding you for different reasons. What are you doing, Gregor? He's like white. He's like rubbing his face with his paws. Silly boy. He's been laying down next to me this entire time, like fast asleep. He was playing outside before I started streaming. You can use on mods now. I guess that's also true. It helped that we could feel a glimpse of your pain when we were in the light. Don't make me laugh. So it's just pity wrapped in fancy words. Angela, I am of the belief that sympathy and love are no different from each other. At the end of the day, sympathy motivates one to understand the circumstances of others and reach out to them to make their lives better. What's Gregor's favorite abnormality? That's a good question. I think he'd be good friends with the wolf. Maybe. Would you befriend the wolf, buddy? He's not even looking at me. He's too busy itching his arm. Just biting it. How can I not acknowledge it as a form of love? You could call love pity, and you could call pity love at the same time. Try the rumor rug and lobbies the run stock they every time we got a shop. Yeah. It happens. And besides, don't you have sympathy yourself, Angela? You sought at the end of your endeavor to give freedom to all of us who are chained in this cycle. As much as I still envy and hate you to death, we do share a history of being subject to manipulation. Think of it as a small side benefit I happen to be able to grant. You still are awfully dishonest. Anyway, thank you. Ah, there we go. Final, like, actual realization done now. We get some funny stuff here. I like the idea of, like, the baptism advent, like, synergy stuff. I don't know, I've never bothered to use it. You rarely have anything that's that good on light to be able to just spam that, like, frequently and get it. Because you need to use it, like, for the tier 3, you need to use it, like, so many times, right? Like, cause it's, yeah, this one. Creators use baptism 12 or more times as reception. Allies also gain +1 power. Like, you can only use baptism once per turn. And by this point in the game, like, the only fight where you could reasonably use this is Black Silence, right? It's the only fight that would actually, like, last that long. And, like, I don't know. And there's funny ideas here. Also some funny ideas with these Abno pages. You know, just to gain a speed die for the next scene. Fun fact, Hakma's floor has the most possible speed dice of, like, anything in the game, because you can theoretically get 21 speed dice in the same turn by having 5 people with 4, and then 1 person with additional one thanks to Dead Silence. So that's a cool thing, I guess. I don't know. Having CL speed as target next scene, kind of like an inverse type of thing. You know, you can get rid of someone's speed dice. It can be nice. weird. Sound of a Star. Pretty sure, didn't they nerf this one? I'm pretty sure they nerfed this one. It used to be like, wasn't it like, was it percentage stagger damage at some point? I don't know. They nerfed Sound of a Star at some point. That was kind of lame. I don't remember what it was beforehand. But I'm pretty sure it used to be stronger before they nerfed it, but that's fine. Penitence is nice for the healing. 15 HP and staggers. It's not really a lot, especially for a 5 cost with an 8 to 16 roll, but it adds up. It's like a prototype Fluid Sac. It's not quite as stupid as Fluid Sac, but it's still really nice. And Paradise Lost, yeah, funny synchronized. Oh, there's a bunch of these now. Huh. Interesting. Yeah, 59 out of 60 now. Although we've got left technically to get a realization, but we can't do that for a while. So we're technically ready for a Reaver Ensemble. I think if nothing else, I should get through these today. There's some funny ones here. Sorry, but coffee is still the king of all drinks. It is quite a shame to know that such is the pitiable hill you choose to die on. Perhaps your tongue has been paralyzed by overbearingly thick, strong flavor and scent. Chat disconnected again, alright. That's interesting. Don't know why this is an issue. I'm not dropping any frames, my internet's fine. YouTube's just being funny today, I guess. There we go, reconnected. Turning the last 3 mini-stories show up once, yeah. They'll require Hawkman realization to be complete. I don't know why. But, you know, it's how they go. I'm not sure if I'm in a library or a cafe. Whatever happened to the whole Assistant Librarian Rebellion storyline? What do you mean? When does that... I'm not sure what you're referring to. Oh, it's Angela. What are you doing here? I was just meandering around using the bit of free time I have. It's a mod? Oh. That would do it. What about you lot, then? Are you engaging in a book discussion or whatever? I'm not too knowledgeable in Ruina mods. I haven't touched them too much. Well, that actively piques my interest as well. At the moment, we are having a friendly chat between patron librarians. We were kind of dragged here by our assistants, though. It is regrettable you put it that way. Assistant librarians? They sometimes visit my floor for a cup of coffee. Not many other floors make it a habit to enjoy fine beverages. I was having some coffee with Hod and Gabura, and they suddenly brought us here, saying they'd like to return the favor. Isn't that a surprise? Should have realized that they were hers from the color of their attire. Like, what do you mean you didn't know, how did you not, you see some random people. You see some random people in the library, and you don't immediately, recognize, oh yeah, that must be Bina's assistant librarian. You're like, oh, that's just a person wearing all black. Shouldn't think you've ever heard. Yeah, I guess that's the Red Mist way. Sounds like you're on friendly terms with assistant librarians. There are co-workers, no need to be cold with them. That's right. By the way, Angela, do you have a minute? Maybe. Why do you ask? I was wondering if you could stick around for a cup of tea. That's rude. Since you're here, why don't you help yourself? No coffee, though. I only brought mine. I think cat or black too. Yeah. Ketter's main color is white, and that's why the librarians' outfits have the white outlines to them. But yeah, they are also a fairly black color scheming. We don't get to talk with you like this often. Fine, I'll accept your offer. I need that coffee mug. I've got a Lob Corp coffee mug. I don't have a Ruina one because I don't find the Ruina logo isn't nearly as iconic as the Lob Corp one in my opinion. I don't know. When I think of Ruina, I do not think of this logo ever. When I think of Lob Corp, I think of the Lob Corp logo though. stretchy dog. The other assistant librarians are having tea as well. Do not be too harsh on them. Refreshments such as these are a necessity from time to time. As far as Bean is concerned, like, yeah, tea is like is something needed to live. They're all busy workers, racing to get their jobs done. Is the Limbus logo iconic? I'd say more so, not as iconic as Lob Corp, but like I think so, yeah. You see the Limbus logo fairly frequently. Cause like you see it like when you're like in like a dungeon, it's like there. The Limbus logo is on a lot of things in Limbus. That's the thing, right? I don't know. I don't think it's like as iconic as the Lob Corp logo itself. But like it's definitely more predominant than the Ruina. Like think about this Ruina logo, like how many places do you think this logo even shows up in? Like barely any. There's not really a proper logo for Ruina. Well, even though we're here together, that doesn't mean we're all that comfortable with each other. Still, I think it's amazing that we can gather around and face each other in the first place. What is going on with YouTube chat today? Is this just like a universal YouTube thing? It's unfortunate that I can't taste or smell the tea you troubled to prepare for me. So logo on Tiff's window? Is it the logo on Tiff's window? That's a good question. Similar? I don't think it's identical. Because I know Tiff's background, the window is supposed to be like... It's not supposed to be the logo. It's supposed to be like representative of Enoch, right? Yeah, it's like a little blue diamond, but it's not that logo really at all. Similar color schemes. The Tiff window is colored that way because that's also the color of Enoch's eyes, and it's supposed to like symbolize like Enoch still like looking over Tifereth even now. That sort of thing, right? Soaking up this atmosphere is nice enough, I think. Fluid doesn't show up anywhere. Yeah, like if I look up like Library of Ruina logo, like it shows up as like the first result, but like yeah, it's in. Yeah, I'll pull it up just to, like show like how it, because it is in like the title like thingy, but it's such a small element and it just blends in so much with the rest of it, right? Where is it? I gotta poke through my files. I've got it somewhere around here though, I know that much. Yeah, here it is. Yeah, you can see it. It's like at the very top there, right? Like I'll pull up my Philip cursor for this. Like it's because it's this right here. Like it's part of the logo, but it's the same color as the rest of it. It doesn't particularly stand out compared to like all like the little like fancy like parts like around it. And also it's like it's kind of it's there. It's in the dialogue box too. Yeah, that's also that's true, huh? Yeah, I genuinely completely forgot about that. Yeah. It's literally right here. Yeah. We've reached peak stalling? Yeah. Though as great as it'd be to be able to enjoy it together next time. Anyway, thank you for the conversation. I'll be going now. Like, it's so forgettable. We didn't even, like, it took us that long for anyone to point out that it's literally been right here the entire time we've been playing the game, right? It's also like a rotated, like, the cursor's also kind of like a rotated, like, cursor version of it. That sort of thing. Come over to my floor sometime. Rowan is an occasional visitor, so feel free to bring him with you if you don't feel like coming on your own. I'll consider if I get any free time later. Like, I still have that's the wrong button. I need to get rid of the Philip cursor. There we go. Like, also, like, I'm so used to the cursor because I think it's, like, visible occasionally, like, a random moment in some of my videos and stuff, but, like, my actual Windows cursor is set to the Ruina cursor, right? Like, even outside of Ruina, like, this is just always my cursor. Like, if I... Yeah, I can't really show it off too well, but... Like, sometimes, like, when I'm, like, loading into, like Limbus even, like, it'll still be the Ruina cursor for a bit. Think about how weird she said it's a part of Dialect's blog. Yeah, it's the logo, right? Angela must have designed a logo for the library. Is it on the invitation? It might be on the invitation, too. I think it's probably on the invitation. Library of Ruina. Invitation. Is it on... No, it's not on the invitation. Oh, is it? No, it's kind of. Not really. But it's like kind of there in the corners in like spirit, right? That sounds like a weird thing to say, but I'll pull up what I'm referring to here, right? Like if we like zoom in really close, like it's kind of going for like a similar effect to what like the actual logo's doing. Is it gonna let me move this? Is it gonna let me move this? There we go. Like right here, right? Like it's supposed to be like a rotate. It's kind of going for that like effect, right? It's the same vague shape, but it's not the logo. It really isn't. I don't know. Okay, not stalling though. Will Angela make another visit? My hunch leads towards yes. Cool. Which one's this one? Here's the books you asked for. Hey, Tiffy. Hey, Roland. What brought you two here? Oh. Gregor just moved and now is laying directly on my feet. Silly boy. Nothing big. These books seemed a little too heavy for her to carry on her own. Though, I'm already bringing a whole lot of books here myself. What more does this old man want? That's not exactly the most appropriate thing to say in front of the person to whom you're referring, is it, sir? And since when did you start addressing me so politely? I simply desire to read many books. I would rather not spend my time in complete idleness. Let's see, what books did our resident geriatric want to read so much that he'd ask Tiferet to pick them? Continuity of Life, Bioengineering Technologies. Boy, this is straight out of a biology shelf. He'd gone through chemistry the other day. Yeah, I think the Lob Corp gun stuff is covered at some point. I don't remember where. At some point, I think they do mention it, and I don't think they had to pay taxes on them. Since they're weird, right? Yeah, like, no ammo. They're not guns in, like, a normal sense of the way, right? So I don't think they needed to pay any sort of taxes on it. Especially since they weren't actively being used, like, out and about in the cities. I wouldn't have made you go through the trouble had I known that you would bring this many books. I have much gratitude to you for your continued assistance, young miss. The guns the clerks use... I mean, they might be special. I don't know. Like, they don't seem to have ammo. It's possible they paid taxes on those ones. I guess, I mean, yeah, they probably did, didn't they? Because they had to have bought them. Those are for a specific purpose, yeah. Like, they probably did buy those, that's true. Because they're normal pistols, they're not very strong. Their main purpose is to kill the clerk. Give them an escape button. The rabbits and they also use guns. The rabbits very specifically do have special weaponry made from like ego stuff, right? I don't know. Did we actually get Hogman's in 2 hours? Yeah, it only took us like an hour and a half. But now we're taking forever getting through like the side stories that opened up. Normal 22 pistols, yeah. They probably are. I think rabbits pay taxes for their weaponry, right? It's normal. Is execution just telling clear to shoot itself? No. Execution bullets are shot by the manager, but when the clerks panic, they shoot themselves, right? That's the main thing. I think it mentions it in the manual specifically that the main purpose of the guns is to give the clerk is so that the clerks kill themselves, when they need be, right? And that's what they do when they panic sometimes, eventually, right? I did think about asking for help, but Rolla came over and lent his hand, so I chose not to. I guess also thinking about guns is like, we sure do have an avenue that just gives normal guns. Being bald is awesome. There's just mounted guns across the field. Yeah. The bullet system is a very funny thing to, like, try and make work. But, I mean, it does work. I didn't really expect you to ask for stuff like this, Mr. Hawkman. I thought you would know all this already. I am reading them multiple times, so the knowledge won't be lost from my memory. One read is never enough, especially when you are a learner. Ball doesn't mean Candace putting me. I know, it's so great. The ball is awesome, Agent, just being chilling there. So we don't get the ball doesn't employ, yeah. Shame they didn't make it like Merso or something. It's just a joke. Yes, Ball Lesson was a joke, Abno. It was a April Fool's update, I believe. I see what you mean. The same sentence can give off different impressions every time you read it. Still, if Solid doesn't backer Abno canonicity. Well, I mean, we know they could exist in mirror worlds, right? We have aberrations for, we've got an aberration for, the backwards clock steam transport machine. That sort of thing. So we're not fully sure what the deal with backers is. But, like, they might be, like, mirror world stuff. Like, they might not be canon to, like, the main facility or something. Maybe they won't get, like, acknowledged directly. I don't know. There's Agent Balls and glasses in Yusung's art. Yeah. There might be legal stuff. It could be something like that, right? I'm not sure. Could have Melting Love Aberration? Probably pretty easily. Yeah, Melting Love Aberration, Army of Black Aberrations, stuff like that. I think aberrations are a lot more likely than just seeing them themselves, right? Who knows? Cultured people talking cultured things I don't get. Anywho, what were you guys doing here? Little more than an insignificant chapter which is related to the work we do in this place. That's what we were up to. As you indulge in work, you pile up all kinds of feelings. Shame that if backer avenues aren't directly canon, we'll never get to see Pode again. Because Pode's so great because it's literally just one of the backers. Like, they were like, hey, can I get my dog added into the game? My dog Pode. And then, like, yeah, that's what they submitted. So good. Does that mean you were mouthing off about your boss? Roland always at, like, yeah. Like, it's the kind of thing where, like, if you're not, like, you don't necessarily notice it always. But sometimes you just, like, look at PM characters and, like, yeah, like, why are their legs so long? Ruina legs are... They're very long, that's for sure. It's a very Project Moon thing. Like, it helps that, like, you don't see their feet usually, right? Like, it's cut off, so, like, they look a little shorter than they actually are. Yeah, Cromer also has, like, long legs. Listen, Anza may pretend not to, but she sees everything going on in the library. Even now, she might be overhearing this very conversation. And then she'd show up like she saw nothing, and Carmen, like, yeah, Carmen's got, like, a weird, like, horse leg. Gregor? Greg, are you okay? What was that? Are you okay? I don't know if the mic picked that up. He started like breathing like really really hard. Are you okay, buddy? Good boy. He seems fine. He's just sitting here wagging his tail. He's never made that noise before. I think he's fine. I think he might have just had like a nightmare or something. You know, with the weird kind of sneeze dogs do sometimes. It could have been. He seems fine though. I'll scroll back to the do you have a Monado in your room? Yeah. I sure do have a giant life-sized Monado. It's pretty funny. I've also got an Aegis sword, but the Aegis sword isn't as large and is also made of foam, so it's not as cool. I wanted to get Lucky 7, but last I checked, there weren't any good Lucky 7s out there. What are you doing, Gregor? He's sitting on my bed, being silly. Chunk sword, true. Oh, you want on my lap? Yeah, is it that time? Is it snuggle time? Yeah. Time for him to sit on my face again. Get a life-size mimicry. Would be cool if I could get one of those easily. I remember I was tempted, like, to try and see if I could get, like, a proxy shipper to get, like, the mimicry umbrella a while back. Because that looked cool. I like umbrellas a lot. I don't... It's a weird thing to say. I just think umbrellas are really cool. Like, not, like, necessarily because of Suncliff, but, like, Suncliff's an example of, like, cool umbrellas. Get the stabbed him, maybe a Geb cut out. Is it... I'm still not sure. I don't know if it... Is it... I feel like I've heard people saying about that for both the Gabura and the Bina cutout. Like, were they both stabbed, or was it only one of them? Because I've heard people saying, like, talking about, like, both of them. I know it happened to at least one of them. They're so cool, yeah. I think so. I've got, like, 3 umbrellas. They're cheap umbrellas. They're not, like, good umbrellas, but, like, I've got a couple umbrellas. Maybe that's what I want to start collecting. Saw Mimicry umbrella once. Yeah, because they, Hum and Pong Pong sold them, like, a little bit back. I think when they were doing, like, some of their, like, Red Mist stuff. Aren't you the one talking about your boss behind her back? We were mostly chatting about receiving guests. Oh right. You saw it complain about Angela, too. Oh yeah, also, I wanted to mention this. I think I briefly mentioned this last stream, but, not gonna be any streams Saturday this week, because I am going to be busy. Some family is gonna be visiting. So the stream where we actually start Reverb proper is going to be a week from today, next Wednesday. Malkuth, don't say anything that could cause confusion. My complaint was simply about the stacks of books remaining in the corridors, which are making a disordered sight. I mean, you're basically saying that you don't like how untidy the library is, right? The responsibility for that lies on all of us. I wasn't targeting Angela in particular. Still, great efforts are being exerted to constantly receive a variety of guests, and that is worthy of praise in and of itself. That extends to you folk as well. Well, I've gotten pretty used to it by now, so it's no biggie, really. Also, in case you are wondering, Gregor is currently curled up on my lap right now. He sure is being very snuggly. He barely fits on my lap, but he tries. Okay, there we go, one more. Is this the Bina Hakma one? Yeah. You seem rather quiet here. Could Gregor solve Hakma's stairs? No. When I first got Gregor, he could not understand stairs whatsoever. He had acted like he had never seen stairs before. It took him a little bit to fully figure out what they do. Had to carry him for the first bit. Maybe he could understand them now. I don't know. He's not a very smart dog. I mean, he is a smart dog, but he's a bit stupid. He's smart in a very stupid way. Oh, the Philip cursor still is here, isn't it? Okay. I keep on forgetting about that. It kind of blends in. But honestly, it was funny for Gregor, though, because, I mean, when I got him, he was a year and a half old. He was a stray, so he just didn't know. A good boy. It is funny to think about it, though, because, like, the day in which I adopted Gregor was the day when I did the first Ruina stream. Pretty funny to think about. Isn't that right, buddy? You've been around for this entire thing, this entire playthrough of Ruina you've been here for. Every single one. Shadow named him, yeah. Gregor was a name I was definitely thinking of, But, like, yeah, I didn't have a name for him that day. I was like, yeah, my unnamed dog that's currently sleeping on my floor. Gregor's a good name for him. It's a very fitting name. He's quite the critter. To observe, is it? Indeed so. Some would think that it is merely a form of neglect. I see that you are one of them. And what's also really funny is he's learned, like, he can understand certain things I say. Like, if I do my outro, he, like, immediately knows, oh, what do you do? I have to brace him to prevent him from falling. Get this thing for staying for months? Oh. Cool. Oh, Gregor's currently... He's rolling around on my lap. He barely fits on my lap in the first place, so him rolling around means I need to make sure he does not fall directly onto me. Or not directly off of me onto the floor. Why is there... Did I not get rid of the Philip cursor? Why is it back? Huh? I thought I turned it... Okay. I don't know. Yeah, I would have named Gregor Roland if he was, like, black, right? If he was, like, a black-coated dog. But since he's brown, I figured... Roland was my first thought, but I don't know. I didn't want to do it to a dog that didn't really match color scheme. He matches the Gregor color scheme, though, so it works well. I was simply curious. We haven't had many opportunities to talk with one another. There were practically none, were there? Neither you nor I left out respective posts. He's standing on my lap now. He's blocking my mouth. Yet now you have the time to visit me of all people for a chat. It must indicate that we are freer than before, able to spare more of our moments. They do not welcome this change. I'm not quite certain of my sentiments. Regardless, have a warm cup of tea, now that you are here. If you'd be so kind. Say, have you never tried other types of tea? It appears as though black is all you drink. Maybe so. There are enough variants of black tea that I have not bothered in attempting to imbibe other beverages. Although the other maid noble insists around the clock that I partake of coffee. It is certainly true that there have been much change. I wouldn't have expected that he would approach you first to recommend coffee. One day, perchance, all of us will come together. Oh. There we go, he's flopped back onto my lap. Indeed, it will be quite different from the first time such a gathering took place. I must wonder if the day shall come when we will all engage in casual conversation and share trivial tales. I'm rather doubtful of it. Yet deep down, you are looking forward to it. Perhaps everyone shares the same feelings. I've finished my cup, so I'll be taking my leave now. I appreciate the hospitality. Rendezvous anytime. Tea will always be ready and waiting. Cool. That's all those done, so we've seen every single one of the small stories now. Wowie's out. What is this dog doing? What are you doing? He's like purposely. So first he stepped directly on my gut, like knocking the breath out of me. And then he like tried like launching himself off of my lap, like jumping to the side, like with the express intent of getting like of falling over and like directly onto the carpet, so I had to catch him. Then he tried it again. Ah, he's such a critter. Oh, he's going to check the Monado now because I moved it slightly. So yeah, he's really checking it out because it's been so slightly moved, and he cares about every single small change. He's the kind of dog where if like the smallest thing is different, he'll like be like super curious about it. He'll like always notice like a small movement or like a small like new object, that sort of thing. And he'll always be super curious about it. So because I slightly moved the Monado when I was talking about it earlier, he's very interested in it right now. That's funny. Such a silly dog. Oh. I do think this is him saying he needs to go outside. Oh, yep. His tail started wagging when I said that word. Yeah. Alright, so, you know, a decent progress, right? I could do more. I think I'd rather not. I haven't had anything to eat today since breakfast. I probably should, especially when I'm going to be recording Mirror Dungeon Hard in like an hour's time. That sort of thing. So I think I'll call it for there. But that's this time next week. We're gonna start Reverb Ensemble, undeniably so, right? Not much else to do at this point. I'll have a week to like maybe like do some floor adjustments, that sort of thing. Make sure everything's nice and ready, right? All that sort of fun stuff. So we should be in a good spot. So join us next week at 7 p.m. on Wednesday, and we're gonna start Reverb. So that'll be cool. But yeah, that'll be all for this time. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Good night.